January 14. Isaac, a figure of Christ. By faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said, that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Hebrews 11:17 and 18. The offering of Isaac was designed by God to prefigure the sacrifice of his son. Isaac was a figure of the Son of God who was offered a sacrifice for the sins of the world. God desired to impress upon Abraham the gospel of salvation to men. He was made to understand in his own experience how great was the self-denial of the infinite God in giving his son to rescue man from ruin. To Abraham no mental torture could be equal to that which he endured in obeying the command to sacrifice his son. With a breaking heart and unnerved hand he takes the fire, while Isaac inquires, "Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Genesis 22:7. But Abraham cannot tell him now. Father and son build the altar, and the terrible moment comes for Abraham to make known to Isaac that which has agonized his soul during all that long journey, that Isaac himself is the victim. The son submits to the sacrifice because he believes in the integrity of his father. But when everything is ready, when the faith of the father and the submission of the son are fully tested, the angel of God stays the uplifted hand of Abraham and tells him that it is enough. "Now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me." Verse 12. Our Heavenly Father surrendered His beloved Son to the agonies of the crucifixion. Legions of angels witnessed the humiliation and soul anguish of the Son of God, but were not permitted to interpose, as in the case of Isaac. No voice was heard to stay the sacrifice. God's dear Son, the world's Redeemer, was insulted, mocked at, derided, and tortured until He bowed His head in death. What greater proof can the Infinite One give us of His divine love and pity? He that spared not His own Son, but delivered Him up for us all, how shall He not with Him also freely give us all things? Romans 8:32.